The James E. Shepard Memorial Library on the campus of North Carolina Central University in Durham has two branches. The Music Library is located in the C. Ruth Edwards Music Hall, and the Curriculum Materials Center is located in the H. M. Michaux Jr. School of Education.
I'm a graduate student in speech-language pathology. I use the CMC for Resources for Clinic, in particular a literacy project that we're working on where we go to a local preschool and read and do activities centered around the book. So this has been a great resource for us.
Hi, my name is Melanie Wallace and I'm a graduate clinician here at NCCU. Presently, I am in a clinic called ATIP where we work with preschoolers with diversity and disabilities. We've been using the library quite a bit. Anytime we need to get a book to read to the children, they always know exactly where to go. And they always help us find the material we need.
I use the library for presentations or guest speakers for Kappa Delta Pi International Honorary Society. We have our meetings in here. We've also had our inductions in here. We use this library because it is a calm place, and we also have reference books in here if we need to go to the reference.
I am a graduate clinician in Hablemos, and I use these great resources here, and the librarians who are always willing to help me in supplemental learning materials and everything like that. And I also study in here quite a bit, so it's a great place.
I'm Dr. Sheila Bridges Bond. I'm Program Director for Communication Disorders Program in the Department of Allied Professions here in the School of Education. I'm also the Director of our Assistive Technology for Infants and Preschoolers project and our Create Specialty track. We have a specialization in culturally responsive early intervention assistive technology training for graduates in speech-language pathology. And this is our lending library. We've had this wonderful opportunity to partner with the CMC library by bringing our assistive technology library here that supports clinicians that work with young children with disabilities. Our emphasis in the lending library is to provide materials for families, students, educators who work with children from culturally and linguistically diverse backgrounds and English language learners, providing resources in literacy and speech and language development and augmentative and alternative communication. So we're a resource to the university community, and we're a resource to the community beyond that, the Durham community, families who have children with disabilities.
We have both here physical facilities, the brick and mortar, as it were, of our department, and also we have online services, and both are very vital to what I do as a teacher here, and also as a researcher and scholar as well. In terms of the physical resources here, we have a very nice musical library which contains really what I need to teach, the proper materials that I need for students to be looking at, what I need to be able to demonstrate from. So if I need something, I can go right there. In terms of the music, I can get my hands on it very quickly because it's very concisely ordered, and so I can find things very quickly and use them for classroom, and then have my students also go and look for them as well. There is a quite extensive library, particularly in issues that have to deal with Central in our student population and demographic, which are very helpful for the teaching, particularly when we're teaching composition and when we're teaching beyond the core curriculum into social issues as well. There's quite a large volume of musicological works that are very helpful that way. And there's some things there that are not available necessarily online or in an electronic form, but are only available in the physical object, the LP, or particularly the LP or the CD. That it's very interesting to go back and have those resources, particularly again in my field, in the field of new music. There are many things that were never transferred to the electronic medium that are historically important for us to know, but are only archived in the physical object of an LP. The other resource that we use a lot for my classes is the online resources. I use them both for research in the classroom with the students and for my own teaching methods as well. The most valuable resource I have here is our database of scores and our database of recorded music. Well, the most important resource I use for online is the Michaux Music Library, which is a comprehensive catalog of classical music recordings and jazz recordings. And this base is for music that I can stream in class for the students to listen to as we look at the scores. As I have workbooks that we use in classes, and these workbooks will contain examples that are then found. We can find the example online and listen to it in class. And how we do that is go to the Michaux Library, and you simply type in a keyword. In this case, I'll be typing in Mozart, a piano sonata in D major. And we won't get you one recording, we'll get quite a few recordings we can work from. And if I want to pick out specific recordings for them to listen to, for example, recordings on a pianoforte or a Mozart era piano, as opposed to a modern piano, then I can choose between these. Or if I want them to compare, for example, how one pianist, let's say Emmanuel Ax, might play it, and on the other hand, how another pianist like Murray Pariah might play the piece, and we can understand interpretive issues, that's also right there. I'm just going to click on to the first movement, which is what we're looking at. I click onto there, and I just play that selection. And a new window will come up with that particular piece in it, and I can stream this now in class. And as we're listening to it, we can be looking at the music and working through the music and our analysis of how the music is working, and students then can put together their intellectual understanding of the piece with the recording. And in this case, I'm going to listen to this recording. And here we get a window for that, and we can hear right away the difference is more crisp. The piano is a smaller piano. We hear that the recording is closer. And I might ask the students also, if I play both of them, to compare the two, which actually does present the material in a better form in terms of our comprehension and listen to it. So this is a major way I use this database in the classroom, is demonstration and of the music we're looking at, we're doing analysis of, and then sometimes also then to use that in comparison about the musical issues that go beyond just the notes on the page, but go to the interpretation as well. The other database we use quite a bit of would be the Oxford Online. Oxford Music Online catalog is the old Groves Music Catalog, which used to be every library had to have about 50 books, and they're very cumbersome to work with, and of course then the entries were always dated from the edition, and this was a major library expense, was always updating Groves and then getting your latest edition. Well, with Oxford Music Online, which is now the name for Groves, we have that entire database online at our disposal, and the articles are constantly being updated.
This is the Music Subject Lib Guide, and I use it to do all my music research for homework and projects and various other things.
Simpson. I'm Associate Professor and I coordinate the Music Education Program here at North Carolina Central University. I'm very pleased to talk about the importance of our music library. It's a place where our students come together to work collectively. We always want to try and foster a community of learning. Ms. Faison is always very helpful. I teach a couple of classes here in the music library. Oftentimes I'll use the classroom because we have all of the audio-visual material. We have quite a few resources. The nice thing is that our library is located in the same building as our classrooms, and so students can come up and study in between classes, and I think that's very, very important. It's a wonderful place to be. Research is everything. Find books and you can find everything you want to know about the world. It's a wonderful place for young scholars.
Ms. Faison, our music librarian, agreed to work with me with my students in the electronic classroom. And this was an opportunity for a voice class of mixed students, so they were music majors and non-music majors, and teach them how to research music. So Ms. Faison looked at my syllabus, and we developed a worksheet for the students to answer questions and have a reason to go on to our website and find the answers to different questions about the content, the course content. This was a really great exercise, and afterwards the students were really enthusiastic that they had learned a new part of the library and that we had it here available for them.
Have you ever used our live guides? Okay, I'll give you an overview of our live guides that we have here. Let's go back. These are a list of all the live guides that we have. It gives you an overview of all the resources that we have in that particular subject. We put in the publication date, volume, even the URL, and you hit make citation. It actually makes the citation for you, and then you can copy and paste. Okay? Okay.
The collaborative workstation is very important to us because it provides us with an area in which we can work with our partners to get our assignments done.
I work in this building, actually on the third floor of the Shepard Library, and I teach in the School of Library and Information Sciences. Really, the library for us is a gateway to the larger world through the web and through the internet. We have professional databases that are accessed through service vendors, and the library provides us with that access. And it's really a lab and a classroom. I use these areas with the monitors and the tables in the library to have some of my classes. I teach research methods here, and I teach social science and resources, all of which are dependent upon the library services. The most important service the library offers, though, is offered by the reference desk through its reference librarians. They represent access to the resources of the library, and they provide lessons in how to use library and information services for all the students and the faculty.
I volunteer at the library because the staff here is very warm and accepting, and they are my village to get through school, and they help and support me no matter what I'm going through.
The Shepard Library is one of the few places here at North Carolina Central University where I can find some place that is quiet, very friendly. I can even listen to some music while I'm studying. The staff here is very helpful, always willing to go above and beyond to help me to get my goals, to talk to if I ever need someone to say I had a bad day. They're always there to listen, they're very friendly. If I ever need to locate anything, they know exactly how to find it and probably give me some more resources on how to get extra information.
I just like the atmosphere, and it's very conducive to me studying. And I find I get more accomplished in the library than I do at home.
Let's see if we can locate Africa, Algeria.
What the library means to me is a place I can go to find the resources I need to get the grades that I need to have a wonderful career when I graduate North Carolina Central University.
As the coordinator of University Archives, we consider ourselves one of the parts of the heart and soul of the university in terms of recording for historical safety purposes many of the university records, papers, pictures, and other items that really help to associate the over 100-year history and tradition of the university with that of the founder of the university.
Libraries have always been a central piece of knowledge. In my universe, a library is the heart of a university. Even though we're in a digital age, the library still has its relevance. Libraries can now hold digital information. We have digital databases as well as old reference books. We just cannot function in society where information that is stored is not processed and used, so we can learn the lessons from the past and apply those lessons to the future. I'm a professor of history and an educator of teachers, and I love the library.